Cell to singularity evolution. Let's start with the beginning. The beginning. Stars are the power source of the universe. Solar waves pour onto nearby planets and provide energy for millions of years. Amino acid. This is an amino acid. Atoms and molecules bond together to create amino acids, organic compounds that combine to build proteins. They are some of the most essential building blocks of life. Next, DNA. DNA is this. A molecule with a unique property of self-replication. DNA's infinity configurations form the foundation of all evolutionary changes. It contains the genetic instructions for all life on Earth. RNA. Next, prokaryotic cells. The first living organism. These tiny unicellular organisms lacked a membrane-wrapped nucleus but paved the way for the rest of their life to begin. Mitosis. Mitochondria. Nucleus. And virus. Eukaryotic cell. This is a eukaryotic cell. Time for the facts. But first, what's an eukaryotic cell? The prokaryotic cell is a more complex cousin. Eukaryotic cells have a nucleus to store genetic information. Fungi, plants, animals, and protozoa are all built of eukaryotic cells. Now the facts. Animal organs. In 18 1908, French chemists Louis Nicolas Vauquelin and Pierre G. Robert isolated a compound in arpagus which was subsequently named asparagine, first amino acid to be discovered. Acids everywhere. Incomplete protein of food source. That contains added proportion of the 9 essential amino. What is going on? That combine to build proteins. They are some of the most essential building blocks for life. What is happening? Acid trip. What do you call an acid with an attitude? And amino acid. No, that's a joke. Peptide bonding. When you combine two common amino acids, aspartic acid and pyrrole, they create artificial sweetness aspartame. This is commonly found in sugar-free and diet soda. Protein chain. 9 amino acids that are essential for human life cannot be produced naturally by the human body, as that thus must be consumed as food. A dip in the gene pool. DNA or deoxyribonucleic acid is the blueprint for all living things. It contains the genetic data needed for creatures to reproduce. Every human shares about 99 of their DNA with every other human. That's true. Structure. DNA strands come together to form tight bonds and create a chromosome. Humans are 23 pairs for a total of 46 chromosomes. Genetic engineering. DNA was first isolated in 1869 when Swiss doctor Metzger noticed a microscopic substance he named a nuclein left over in discarded bandages from a patient. A crick in your neck. Francis Crick, James Watson and Maurice Wilkins were granted a 1962 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for the discovery of the double helix model of DNA, who also contributed to the discovery, did not receive state credit until 1975. Now, prokaryotic cells, liquid assets. The content of a prokaryotic cell is around freely in a liquid substance called cytoplasm due to lack of nuclear membrane. Red cycle. Bacteria are prokaryotic cells. That's weird. State alike. Prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells say 4 characteristics: DNA, RNA, a cytoplasm, and a cell membrane. That's all they need. Lever to lever quick. The first person to see bacteria was Anthony van Leeuwenhoek, and only Anthony van, who spotted them under his newly invented microscope in 1674. In fitness and in health, whether Yorkshire to partner, we transfer between 10 million and 1 billion bacteria through your mouth. How romantic. Powerhouse of the cell. Eukaryotic cells contain organelles including the nucleus, chloroplast and mitochondria. Did you know the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell? I didn't know that. Eukaryotic empyrema. The concept of eukaryote has been attributed to the French biologist Edouard Harrison. Pump the volume. Eukaryotic cells are typically much larger than those of prokaryotes. They have a volume of around 10,000 times greater than prokaryotic cells. True or false? The word eukaryotic comes from the Greek word meaning true and not. Right? True not. That sounds very good. Big cell in a small town. Despite the fact that eukaryotes made up a small fraction of all life on Earth, their large size means that their collective biomass is equal to or greater than that of all prokaryotes. Whoa, that's long. Now, time to continue with life. Cytoplasm. Oh, unlocks daily reward. Oh. Actually, reproduction. What's that? Filter feeding. Tissue. Now comes the sponges. You can't see sponges. Yeah, over here are sponges. You see these are sponges. The world's first multicellular organism, sponges are stationary filter feeders. Oh, like this over here. They are the product of multiple eukaryotic cells coming together. And here they are. Squishy. Sponges do not have nervous, digestive or circulatory systems. Inside, most rely on maintaining a constant water flow through their bodies to obtain food and oxygen and to remove waste. Oh, you mean this is what they are doing through those holes? And hospitable. Sponges can provide a home for up to 16 other creatures while they are alive. That's a lot. Sponge bath. Okay. There are about 5,000 species of sea sponge around worldwide. That's a lot. Startling sponge starts. So what's that? The smallest sea sponges are now in 1 inch long only. This can grow to 4 feet tall. Now that's a lot. I'm running out of sponge. What's that? Many sponges are toxic to eat. There are few natural predators because of this. Huh? Yeah. Now continue. Coral. Now jellyfish. They're fat. Don't be jelly, huh? Jellyfish have no brain, hearts, bones or eyes. Then why do you even exist? They are invertebrates with a basic nervous system called the nerve net, which allows them to smell, direct light and respond to other stimuli. What's that? I also knew that they only take water. Most of their body is just made of water. Hospitable. Oh. Well hydrated. Jellyfish are 95% water. Yeah, that is what I was telling you. Fight for the jellyfish walk. 278 jellyfish followed to a launch into space. Seriously? A board is first opened from India in 1995. While most jellyfish have a lifespan ranging to few months to a year old, the species to the potus can reverse its life cycle, transition between all the medusa and baby polyp at will, potentially allowing it to greatly increase its lifespan. Without using one millimeter in adult and less limited in size, a cat and a jellyfish walk into a bar. Scientists at the Mayo Clinic injected GFT, a fluorescent green protein found in some jellyfish, into a cat's unfertilized eggs. And the result in the kittens when born, being immune to the feline AIDS virus and also glowing green under ultraviolet light. So, now what is related with nervous system, muscles, swimming, radial symmetry and thyrocytes. Those are the couples. Flatworm. The flatworm is the first organism which in bilateral symmetry, which enables the beginnings of brain and internal organs. These simple places set for a space for vertebrates to come. Oh. Fact time. Tape as old as time. In fossilized tape, one species of flatworm has been found that dates back to 217 million years ago. That's when the Triassic started, I think. That sucks. Flatworms extend their mouth into a prey and use them like a vacuum cleaner to suck out their victims inside. Yikes. Seriously. You spineless worm? Flatworms have got no bones and use their cilia. What's that? Tiny hairs on their underside of their body to crawl and move around. Endless appetite. Oh. Tapeworms can grow to be at least 11 feet long and 25 years old. They can and will live in your large intestine. Oh no. Please cook your meat thoroughly. I don't eat meat. Split personality? Huh? If a flatworm is cut in half, it can regenerate 2 new flatworms in divided half. Oh. 1 to 2? Cut 1. Let's see what will happen. Bilateral symmetry already know. And nerve cord. Vertebrates. They are basically all the animals we know about except all the insects. And pigment spot. Now comes the fish. With fish to maneuver there, the ancient sea fish evolved from the less algae invertebrates and rapidly diversified to take control of the ocean, like that. Fins. The protolimbs. That's rhyming. Gills. Jaw. Cold-blooded. That's easy. And yeah, lung fish too. You know what a lung that means. Now the pteropod. Oh yeah, and I didn't show you fish. And the flat one. Here is fish. And here is flatworm. Now the next one is the land garden, which is pretty cool. Over here are the tetrapods. One is swimming. Let's take the swimming one. Yeah. The original colonizers, tetrapods, were the first water dwellers to develop legs and amphibious breathing and crawl onto dry land. Fine. Now fact time. I see iguanas called chameleons. Reptiles are found on every continent except Antarctica. There are no reptiles. Our scaly friends. Less than a third of the world's snakes are venomous. And those of only 30-40 species are out of nearly 3,000 are harmful to humans. That's very scary. And our scaly friends, why? Quite a mouthful. Due to a snake's ability to open their mouth extremely wide, the common garter snake can swallow a frog nearly twice as the size of its head. Really? Have a heart. Lizards have 3 chambered hearts. In contrast, fish and amphibian hearts only have 2 chambers, while mammals' hearts have got 4 chambers. They got 4 chambers. Slow and steady. The Aldabra tortoise can live for over 250 years. Slow lifespan and slow walkers and but fast learners. Yep. Now, time for what it has. Legs, medulla or blanta, quadripelism, warm-blooded, egg-cells, ears, scale epidermis, lungs, pneumonia. Warm-blooded and egg-cells means mammals. The first vertebrates with warm blood. Mammals nurse their young with milk from mammillary glands, have skin covered in fur or hair, and have larger brains that possess a neocortex. Oh, something that's very weird it means. Anyways, uterus and hair. Now we are going to follow the main tree. We are going to this side. But first, uterus and hair lead up to uretarians, which are basically everything over here. Uretarians are califorms, ungates, glares, marsupials, and monsters. They are not uretarians, thankfully. They are more mammals. Anyways, let's start with the califorms. To get that, uretarians. Yeah, I saw uretarians. Yeah, they are uretarians. There were no facts because if it is triangular life, then it means that you can't generate more of its own kind. Powerful hind legs, hooves, vertebrate and non-retractile crawl, rumination, tooth growth, carpals and longer jaws means califorms. Now, wolf seasonal hermit califorms. Now time for the caliform branch. Yep, here. Smell ya later. Bloodhounds are a species of dog with an incredible sense of smell. They have been known to follow scents that are several days old and over distances that are nearly 200 miles. Their noses are 40 times more sensitive than a human nose. Look at statue. Similar to the popularity of domestic cats, dogs were also kept as pets in ancient Egypt. Oh no, why is it going anywhere? Nescaloe is thought to be the oldest extant breed of dog as may date as far back as 70,000 BC. Why is it going anywhere? And I saw the caliform over here, which I've got. Yep. And warriors and fox, which we'll see in the next video. Over here is chosen white ones. All of them are howling madly. Yeah, anyways, the alpha and the omega. What do you mean? The concept of an alpha male in a wolf pack is based on debunked science. While male wolves may become more assertive in captivity, wild wolves do not display this behavior, and packs are co-dominated by mated male and female pair. Okay. The fox and the hound. Fox can be domesticated, but this behavior is really sustainable for multiple generations. Selective breeding of the Russian silver fox has led it to gain many dog-like traits and a friendlier demeanor, curly tails and floppy ears. Oh. The seal of approval. Oh, you mean this? Yeah, anyway. The seal of approval. Seals are the only califorms that live in water. Their eyes are specially adapted to see underwater. They have round lenses like a fish, large pupils and special reflective linings that make it easier to see low light in underwater. The seal. Yes, anyways. Seasonal hermothermy, loose in wolf, bone crushing feet, bushy tail, lung capacity. Now grizzly bears. Now there is one grizzly bear now sleeping. Now it's hibernating. And over here is another grizzly bear. This is in darker and looks to me an angrier bear. And never sleeps also. Next. Honey badger. Where is honey badger? Yeah. Oh yeah, wait, I forgot something. I see the description of grizzly bear. A large and powerful species of bear Grizzlies have dark fur and long claws adapted for digging. They have low reproductive rates and are a threatened species. They are apex predators and are the only threats to their dominance are grey wolves and humans. What do grey wolves do? Humans do anything. But grey wolves? I mean, like, what will this two do in grizzly bear? Yeah, I know it's very confusing, but we'll see it in the next video. Bye and thank you. We'll cover the entire mammal kingdom in the next video.